Since 2016, a woman-led group has been keeping the North Point Douglas community safe through community service, activism, and engagement. The women of Mama Bear Clan have done so much to support their community, donating time and energy to make a difference. Grace is the coordinator for the Mama Bear Clan. Find out what is needed to improve the conditions of others, create unity, and address systemic challenges those struggling are facing.
My name is Grace Akerstream Laing. I'm the coordinator of Mama Bear Clan out of the North Point Douglas Women's Center. I've also lived in the North Point Douglas area for about 20 years now.
I know she says like the North End is really nice and there's a really close-knit community living there.
Yeah, there is. We all have like a good relationship with our neighbors, which is really nice.
Because, there's so many stereotypes when you hear people within Winnipeg and even specifically outside of Winnipeg, like, oh, the North End is so scary. It's like, I think that's just, where more lower income families live. That's just a little bit classist right there.
Exactly, yeah.
How long have you been, involved as the coordinator for the Mama Bear Clan?
I've been the coordinator for about 2 years now.
How have you been enjoying it?
I started in the middle of the pandemic. As things are opening up, I'm still like learning so much more about, different community events. And so it's been fun. I love it. It's more than what I could have imagined. I'm so happy being the coordinator and just being a strong support for our members and our captains and the community. It's great.
Through this chat, hopefully I can learn some more about Mama Bear Clan and we can let our audience know as well. Let's just jump right into it. What exactly is the Mama Bear Clan?
Mama Bear Clan is a foot patrol safety group in the North Point Douglas area. We are led by women and supported by our men. We patrol 3 times a week, Wednesdays and Fridays from 6 to 8, and Sundays from 4 to 6. All of our patrols are about 2 hours. And what we do on patrol is we hand out food. Typically, we hand out about 100 meals and we just pull it in our wagon. And whenever we get donated, we pick up sharps. If a woman or someone needs to be walked home, we'll walk them home. We pick up needles. We check on people living in homeless encampments just to make sure that, they have everything they need. We do wellness checks. We attend events, vigils. We're all over the place. We do a lot, so it's kind of hard to narrow down, but for the most part, we're out there three to 4 times a week, just checking on community.
It's really cool to hear about these women-run groups and organizations working to improve our communities.
Yeah, it's important. Just being surrounded by such powerful women in itself makes Mama Bear Clan what it is today.
Were you familiar with Mama Bear Clan before you got this position?
I was, yeah. I would see them out in the community. But I didn't volunteer or anything beforehand.
I guess it's just a very new perspective for you being directly involved in it now.
Yeah, for sure. It definitely is.
Are you familiar with the history of it at all, as when it was established and why?
Yeah, we started in 2016. Women's Warrior Circle reached out to the Bear Clan and brought along Mitch Bourbonnais and Karen Thomas. From then, we started Mama Bear Clan. It was all because of the Women's Warrior Circle.
What can you tell me about the Women's Warrior Circle?
So Women's Warrior Circle is a drum group out of the North Point Douglas Women's Center. They meet every Thursday at the North Point Douglas Women's Center from 6 to 8 p.m. And they're kind of like a woman empowerment group. So they do drumming every second Thursday. They have sharing circles, and they also go out to community events and drum there.
Yeah, that's something I've been learning about, the significance of drums within, Indigenous cultures and communities. It's very fascinating.
Mm-hmm, it is.
You mentioned a little bit about what Mama Bear Clan does, but what are some other ways that we can all work together as a community to improve the safety of our neighborhoods?
I would suggest going out and just doing walks around the community, looking for, sharps, needles, anything that could be a hazard to community, to dogs, to kids, and just getting to know your neighbors. That in itself creates a sense of safety when you can trust and you can rely on your neighbors.
As these groups are wandering around looking, providing community safety, it must be very eye-opening about a lot of the systemic challenges and problems within our are systems that need to be addressed. What would you say are some of the most significant things that you see that we can work on together?
Obviously, Winnipeg has a very bad housing crisis. There are a lot of homeless people in Winnipeg that are in need of help. We've seen it through, minus 40 with people camping outside through the pandemic. And, with the shelters closed at that time, like people were struggling very hard. A good way to help that and to do something to contribute to that would be not to give into the stigma that homeless people are bad people or they are criminals or they're alcoholics, and just kind of opening your eyes to that they are people, they're good people. We have built relationships with them. I've grown to love some of them. Helping when you can, whether it's having a few water bottles in your car to hand out toilet paper or, and also getting involved with Mama Bear Clan, with groups that are going directly into these camps and that are helping.
There's such a stigma towards the homeless. People are like, oh, they're dangerous, they're scary. And, in some circumstances, when someone's desperate enough, yes, some things can happen. But one, like myself, could easily fall into a situation like that. My luck was bad, or my situation was just slightly different. Those are people that they could be us. So, of course, we need to help them out. And every person's a person. They deserve dignity.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great that Mama Bear Clan is working to help these communities, as well as reduce the stigma around there. And I guess another thing we can do is just, vote. We're continually seeing issues with housing, developing things like that. We need affordable housing, systems like that. There's so many open buildings that could be renovated into shelters.
Exactly. I agree 100%. Yeah, so we do accept donations. We accept e-transfers, cash, and you can also donate online through our website. So our website is npdwc.org under the Mama Bear Clan tab, or you can go under the donation tab. And some items that we accept are, it really depends on the season. But throughout the winter, we accept any winter gear, blankets. We're always accepting socks. We don't accept clothing, but we do accept, warm items such as,
blankets or...
Yeah, blankets, anything that can help someone. Say if you're camping, what would you need when you're camping, right?
Oh yeah, like a sleeping bag or things like that.
Toilet paper, wipes, any hygiene stuff, and also, granola bars, water bottles, and any snacks, anything like that would really go a long way.
Financial donations, warm items for helping out these communities. Yeah, that's just so great. Are there any projects or plans in the work with Mama Bear Clan, or is it just kind of the regular routine going out three-ish times a week?
We have a team of about 26 captains or our members. So usually with them, to become a captain, you just have to be a regular patrol. It is still a volunteer position. But right now we have some sweats planned. So a sweat is a ceremony. And we're also doing a community barbecue on June 19th. So there'll be, bouncy castles and hot dogs, and, it'll be a good day. So we're also looking for donations for that. And that it hasn't been released yet, but we're going to be putting up a poster pretty soon. So I'm super excited.
That is exciting. Yeah. And it's a great way to just get the community together. You feed people, you can talk with people. It's a way to have a conversation like we're having now, where we can address the systemic issues that we see within our communities and give a helping hand.
Exactly. It's good to have a positive, community event.
The more people get to talk with one another, the more we find out that we have more similarities than we do differences. Yeah. And then you can see each other as just, another human being, a neighbor here on this rock spinning in space.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good way to put it.
What sort of response do you get from the community in terms of just the Mama Bear Clan?
We're involved with, if there's ever a community cleanup, we kind of come together and sponsor that. Recently, there was an abandoned encampment that was in our community on Rover Avenue.
Hmm.
We ended up, phoning 311, but 311 wasn't able to get it cleaned up in time. And obviously, with how high the river has risen in the last few days, we wanted to get it cleaned up before that. So we came in with our PDRC group. It's a residents committee in Point Douglas, and we cleaned it
Hmm.
all up. And the amount of people driving by and just saying thank you, like you guys are amazing, like it was so uplifting to hear. And just being able to be a support in the community with providing food, because I'm not sure if you're aware, but Point Douglas is considered a food desert. We don't have any grocery stores. there's
Oh.
there's one
Oh.
convenience store. So that's a huge accomplishment for us to be able to provide food to community, whether it's just a
Yeah.
sandwich or granola bar. Just having something to offer people is very important.
Yeah, I was not aware of that. That is good knowledge to know. Yeah, that really shows, part of the neglect in terms of city planning of that area.
Yeah.
Because people need food. They need access to food. And if you put it far away, especially for people in low income, like that's ridiculous.
The closest grocery store is No Frills, and it's about a 30 to 40-minute walk from the North Point Douglas area. So it's definitely concerning for our elders in the community, and which is why having North Point Douglas Women's Center is such a great thing to have.
Well, exactly.
Yeah, we give out hampers, like we try our best.
That's really mind-boggling for me just hearing that.
Yeah, it is.
You mentioned before it's a group led by women, supported by men. Well, what does that exactly mean?
Our women lead all the patrols. We, do the opening. So before our patrol, we have like an opening where we meet everybody, pray together, and we do a smudge together. So the women plan the route that we're going to take for the night. The women basically make all the decisions, and they're the ones leading the patrol for that night. And our men are just there to help and just to give their input, but ultimately it's the woman making the decisions.
Going back to those, how like there were matriarchs within a lot of indigenous societies before colonization.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Any person can tell you, like, moms know a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Moms and sisters, they know a lot of good information.
Yep, definitely. And it's important to have our women out there too, because they offer, a softer, more gentle approach when dealing with certain situations as opposed to our men, which they do too. But, women are a lot more nurturing and gentle when it comes to.
No, I can understand that. I can get a little hot-headed
Yeah.
at times, so I understand the importance of, especially in delicate situations, being able to have that approachability for someone. Thank you so much, Grace, for taking this time to tell me a little bit about this really amazing group of people working to improve the lives of people within their community. Is there anything else that you would like to share about the Mama Bear Clan, or even the North Point Douglas Women's Center?
I would just like to share about the Women's Center, because we do have a lot of different programs that speak to a lot of different people. So if you're ever needing support in any way, whether it comes to counseling, we offer free counseling. We do give away hampers, we give away baby supplies if needed, and we also have different workshops throughout the year. We have Red Road to Healing, which is run by our knowledge keeper Gladys Marinko. We have a grief workshop, which focuses on helping people get through their grieving process. And we have a Creating Our Bundle workshop coming up in May, which teaches Indigenous parenting styles, Indigenous birthing styles. The woman that is facilitating this workshop, she's an Indigenous doula. So we have a lot of stuff going on. So if you're ever interested in just, getting to know your community and seeing what's out there, or if you'd want to donate, just check out our website and see what's going on and come by to one of the workshops.
What is the best way to get in contact with Mama Bear Clan or North Point Douglas Women's Center?
Probably by calling or emailing. So our number is 204-947-0321. And you can call or talk to the drop-in staff, or if you'd prefer email, that's also on the website as well. Or we do also have our Facebook Messenger, which you can message us on Facebook if that's the easiest way for you to.
If you have any stories you'd like us to share or communities we should highlight, leave a comment on our social media or reach out to us on our website. I'm Ryan Funk. This was You Talk, and have yourself a good one.